إن في ذلك لذكرى لمن كان له قلب. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to Qur'an Lab. This is a show where we don't just listen to the Qur'an, where we don't just enjoy the recitation of the Qur'an, but we study it, we recite it together, and we improve on our recitation step by step. Alhamdulillah, today we are going to cover Surah Al Fil, and our Tajwid focus is on the characteristic of the heaviness and lightness of the Arabic letters. Or in Arabic it is called Tafkheem, which means making the sound heavy, and Tarqeeq, which means making the sound light or thin. Alhamdulillah, last week we were able to go through Surah Quraysh, and we were able to focus on Maddul, the soft stretch. I hope that you practiced during the week, and as you know, we practice the surah and we get tested on it the following week. So today, inshallah, we'll be as well testing you on Surah Al Fil from last week, inshallah. Let me know in the comments if you were able to practice it and you were able to, go through the Tajweed focus that we talked about, which is the soft vowel. And let me know in the comments if you're ready for today's show, inshallah. So as you know, this week we are doing Surah Al Fil, and this will be the new surah for today. And what we will do as usual is that we will listen to the recitation, we'll practice it together, and inshallah we will get tested on the memorization of this surah in the following week, inshallah. Now, before we go on to explain the rule of Tajweed for today, or the focus of Tajweed, which is the heaviness and the lightness of the letters, why are we choosing this rule specifically for Surah Al Fil? Because in Arabic, as we know, we have some letters that are pronounced in a heavy manner, and it's a little challenging, especially for us as English speakers. And then we have some letters that are pronounced in a light manner. So in Surah Al Fil, there are a couple of words where the light or the heavy letter comes between two light letters, or the light letter comes between two heavy letters, right? So what happens is it becomes a lot more challenging to pronounce that word, because when we're pronouncing a word that has heavy letter and a light letter, we need to make sure that we are not mixing up these characteristics between the letters. We should not let the heaviness of a letter affect the lightness of another letter, right? So it becomes a little more challenging to pronounce a heavy letter and then pronounce a light letter right after it, or pronounce a light letter and pronounce a heavy letter right after it, because the difference between them is big, but the time is very short, right? We cannot pause and work on our structure of the mouth and then recite the other letter. No, we have to be reciting continuously, as you know, and then while we're reciting continuously, we are also working on making sure that our structure of the mouth is constantly changing based on the heaviness and the lightness of the letter. So inshallah, that is what we will be practicing, inshallah, this week, specifically on Surah Al Fil, inshallah. Now, inshallah, I will try to recite Surah Al Fil, and I want you to focus with me on the recitation. So first I will just recite the whole surah fully, without any pauses, without an explanation. So you listen carefully and try to identify which words or which verses is you need practice on, or you need to work on more than the other. And then as we are breaking it down into small little chunks and practicing together, I want you to focus on that as well and practice the word or the verse that you need more practice on, inshallah. So, inshallah, listen to the recitation and you can follow as well on the screen. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. One more time. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. Alright, so this was the recitation of Surah Al Fil. Now I will break it down for you into small little chunks. I will divide the verse into 2 or 3 parts so it's easy for you to follow, and I want you to repeat after me as I'm reciting. And as I'm reciting, I will as well explain the Tajwid focus that we are focusing on for today, which is differentiating between heavy letter and light letter, especially when they are right next to each other. Alright, Bismillah, let's start. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر ألم, all light letters. ترى, ta is light and ra is heavy here, right? So ta ra, not neither tara, neither tara, right? Neither tara, neither tara. Ta ra, light and then heavy. One hint to keep in mind is that for a light letter, the structure of our mouth is wide open like this, ta, right? And for a heavy letter, the structure is like full and closed mouth, ra, ta, ra. So this is the difference between the structure of a light letter and the heavy letter. Now let's focus, all right? ألم تر, okay, كيف, all light letters. فعل, all light. ربك, ra is heavy here. ربك. Next, بأصحاب الفيل, A here is light, but صاد, صاد is heavy, and ha is light. So بأصحاب بأصحاب not a, not أصحى, no. أصحى. The only heavy part is the sad, letter sad. So we need to make sure when we are pronouncing that letter sad with a sukoon, our mouth is full. But just before that and just after that, it is the opposite. Alright? بأصحى بأصحى بأص not us, neither us, else أصحى بأصحاب الفيل. Right, one more time. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. Very good. Let's move to the next ayah. ألم يجعل ألم يجعل ألم يجعل all light كيدهم كيدهم all light. One question here on the word كيدهم. We have one mad in this word. Who can remind me which type of mad is this and which letter it is happening on? Let me know in the comment section. For the word kaidahum, it is, we took other examples of this mad, so I want you to recognize it here. Kaidahum, we have a mad happening. Tell me which letter it is happening on and what is the name of the mad. Alright? Alright, Sister Shayma is saying lean. Very good. Excellent. Mad lean. And in English terms, we call it as soft stretch. So we are softly stretching. Kaidahum. Kaidahum. Very good. Aslam Muhammad Madulleen. Anita says lean. Very good. Very good, everyone. MashaAllah. That makes me happy. Kaidahum. All right. في تضليل في تضليل. Sister Nazima, Nashath, also mashallah, everyone has a right answer. Everyone is saying Maddulleen. That excites me, mashallah. Nazima Bakhsh as well, mashallah. All right, let's come back. في تضليل. The word تضليل is a little challenging, especially for us English speakers. Why? Because we have a heavy letter and then it is surrounded with two light letters, right? We have the letter ta, which is light, then we have dad heavy, and then lam light. So light, heavy, light. What happens is the structure of the mouth keeps going back and forth between light and heavy without pausing, without stopping. So let's practice it together. Ta, ta, light. Dad, heavy. Lam, light. Tadleel. Tadleel. All right? Tadleel. Repeat after me. Neither tad, tad, neither tad, tad. Right? Tadleel. Not li, lam will be light here. If I'm pronouncing it a heavy, that means I'm affecting it. It's being affected by the heaviness of blood, which should not be the case. All right. So once again, تضليل. All right. ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل. All right. Let's move to the next ayah. وأرسل عليهم وأرسل عليهم. We have the ra here, it is heavy. وأرسل, all right, and the letters around it are light. All light until now, but ra is heavy. So وأر, then sa, back to lightness. Sala, وأرسل وأرسل عليهم وأرسل عليهم. Then طيرا طيرا عليهم طيرا, both are مدلين again. طيرا, ta is heavy, ya is light, then ra is heavy again. Heavy, light, heavy. طيرا طيرا أبابيل أبابيل. One more time. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل. One more time. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل. Very good. Let's move to the next verse. ترميهم, ta is light, ra is heavy here. Alright? ترميهم ترميهم, not tar, neither ter. Alright? Ter, not ter, no. Ter. ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل. بحجارة, را heavy. بحجارة من سجيل. من سجيل. ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل. Very good. Next. فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. كعصف. Here it is a little challenging, okay? We have the letter Sad, which is heavy, but all the other letters in the word Kaf, Ain and Fa are light, so we need to pay extra attention here. Light letters should remain light, heavy letters should remain heavy. Neither of them should affect each other, either lightness or heaviness. Alright, so Ka'a, first two letters light. Ka'a, then Sad heavy. Ka'as, alright, then fi light. Ka'asfim, a. See the transition between light letter and heavy letter. A light and Sad heavy. Aus, okay. Ka'asfim ma'kul. مأكول. فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. Right, that was a good practice, alhamdulillah. Now let's try to recite the complete ayah at a time. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل. ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل. ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل. فجعلهم كعصف مأكول. Alright, please let me know in the comments if there is any word that is challenging or tricky for you that we need to practice more. Let me know in the comments if there is any particular word that you need a little more work on so I can explain more on it, inshallah. In the meanwhile, inshallah, for tonight, we are going to take just 2 or 3 participants. Inshallah, we're going to take only 2 or 3 participants. Anyone who would like to participate, you can join through the link, and we'll stick with only 2 or 3 participants moving forward for our live sessions to make it, inshallah, more engaging and encouraging more people to join and new people to join as well, inshallah. All right, so if you're ready to recite and practice together, please use the link to join the live session so we can practice together, inshallah. And if there is any specific word in the surah or specific rule or specific letter that you face a little more challenge in pronouncing or you need a little more explanation on, please let me know in the comments, inshallah, and I'll be very happy to explain it for you, inshallah. All right, before we go on accepting calls, I want to make sure that we all remember the heavy letters. How many heavy letters do we have in Arabic language? What are the letters that are heavy letters? So here you see the question on the poll. Which of these letters are always heavy? Or we see the Arabic term as well, Tafkheem. So we have Kha, Sad, Dad, Ghain, Ta, Qaf, Dha as the first option. Then we have Bata, Tha as the second option. We have Fa, Kaf, Lam as a third option. We have Lam, Mim, Noon as the fourth option. So which is the correct answer? Okay, 88% of you are saying option number 1. 12% of you are saying option number 2. And the correct answer is option number 1. And that is the group of Kha, Sad, Dad, Ghain, Ta, Qaf, Dha of 7 letters. All these 7 letters are heavy letters. All right, so make sure we remember that all these 7 letters are heavy letters. Now we do have Lam and Ra as they can join this group as of heavy letters, but they are not always heavy, right? So Lam and Ra are sometimes heavy, sometimes light, depending on the situation, and we went through explaining why and when are they heavy and why and when they are light. All right, so mashallah, 90% of you got the right answer, which is Kha, Sad, Dad, Ghain, Ta, Qaf, and Dha are the heavy letters. All right, and as we said, Ra and Lam are not heavy always. Sometimes they are heavy, sometimes they are not, depending on the situation. Now, inshallah, let's take our first participant for tonight. Let's take Ibrahim, inshallah. See Ibrahim. Assalamu alaikum, Ibrahim.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Welcome back, Ibrahim. It's
Thank
a
you.
pleasure having you after a long time. How are you doing?
Alhamdulillah, how's everything?
Alhamdulillah, good to see you, Ibrahim.
You too as well.
Inshallah, ready to recite Surah Al Fil?
Bismillah.
Bismillah. Let's start. Which maqam are you going to recite in?
No maqam, or
Huh?
nothing specific.
Nothing specific?
No.
How come?
I don't know, what do you want me to do?
Can you do maqam bayat?
No.
Okay. Maqam Kurd? Saba? Come on, Ibrahim. All right. Do in whatever maqam you like. Bismillah.
Okay.
Bismillah.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
I thought you were not going to do maqam bayat. That was a beautiful maqam bayat, mashallah. Beautiful recitation. Now, I want you to recite again, Ibrahim, and try to recite a little more slower so the audience who are listening to you are able to focus and make your recitation a recitation that someone can listen to and learn how to pronounce those letters.
Okay.
All right? And I'll comment on each ayah that you recite. All right?
Okay,
So
inshallah.
let's take the first ayah, Alam Tara.
ألم تر كيف فعل ربك بأصحاب الفيل.
MashaAllah. So Alam Tara, MashaAllah, you recited the Ta and Ra over there, that our tajweed focus, the light letter and heavy,
Yes.
perfectly. You said Ta Ra. Ta is
Ta,
light
Ra.
and Ra is heavy, and that was perfect, MashaAllah. Then Rabbuka as well. Rabbuka, Ra heavy, Ba and Kaf light, right? So Rabbuka bi Asha, right? The difference between the heavy and light letter was very clear as well. Let's move to the next ayah, inshallah.
ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل.
MashaAllah. One more time, and I want you to stretch the mad عارض للسكون تضليل for 4 harakat long.
Okay. ألم يجعل كيدهم في تضليل.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, very good. Next.
وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل.
All right. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبا مد طبيعي. Stretch it a little more than what you did. So all the mads are, equal.
Yes.
All the طبيعي mads are equal.
Okay. وأرسل عليهم طيرا أبابيل.
Very good. Next.
ترميهم بحجارة من سجيل.
MashaAllah, MashaAllah, very good. Last.
فجعلهم كعصف مأكول.
MashaAllah. كعصف مأكول. The difference in the heavy and light letter is very clear. Now, can you give a tip? You grew up speaking English, right? You didn't grow up speaking Arabic, and you were able to master these Arabic pronunciations. Can you give a tip to someone who is facing this challenge of pronouncing the heavy letters, especially, and then also differentiating between the heavy and light letter, especially when they're right next to each other, for like ka'asfin here. What do you think is something that helped you personally to perfect the pronunciation?
So there's a couple things. I think number one, definitely, making sure the person you're listening to, number one, has very clear, crisp tajweed, and that way you can follow along with it. And then also,
Okay, so the number one is listening to someone and constantly listening to someone who has perfect pronunciation.
yeah,
So basically, you're emphasizing on the part where we must listen a lot, right?
yes,
Because the more you listen, the more it helps.
definitely,
Because if we are constantly listening to English being spoken around us, right, we'll only improve in our English.
right,
But if we keep listening to Arabic letters or Arabic recitation of the Qur'an, the more we listen to, the more we'll be able to copy it and perfect our pronunciation. Very good. All right, what else?
So also like learning where your tongue should be with certain letters and how your mouth should be, uh, uh, like whether it's light and you're opening your mouth or you're exaggerating,
Okay.
with your mouth in different ways. That'll help, make it clearer.
Very good. Focusing on basically the structure of the mouth, knowing what should be the structure of the mouth when you're pronouncing a light letter, and knowing what should be the structure of the mouth when pronouncing a heavy letter. So for the light letter, as if my teacher. I remember my teacher told me when you're pronouncing a light letter, make the structure of your mouth as if you're smiling.
Yeah.
Right? So a smiley face, right? That helps with the light letter. But a heavy letter, what helps with the structure of the mouth is when you're holding air in your mouth and you're making your mouth full, right? That helps
Yeah.
with the heavy letter. Very good, Ibrahim. Thank you very much for
Jazakallah khair.
joining. That was mashallah, beautiful participation from you.
Barakallah
Hope to see
fikum.
you, inshallah, in our future classes, inshallah.
Inshallah.
Right?
Jazakallah khair. Jazakallah khair.
وإياك. Take care, Ibrahim.
You too, inshallah.
Assalamu
Assalamu
alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
alaikum. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
All right, so that was good participation from Ibrahim, and alhamdulillah, we hope that everyone benefited. Next question is, which of these letters are always light? Kha, Sad, Dad, Ain, or Ba, Ta, Tha, or Ta, Qaf, Dha, or Sad, Dad, Ta? And the correct answer is the option number 2, which is Ba, Ta, Tha. These are the letters that are always light no matter what. All the other letters that are mentioned in other options are heavy letters, all right, except for Ain, all right. Inshallah, this was I hope this was enough for us to go through Surah Al Fil and understand the difference between the heavy and light letter. And inshallah, you can as well go to the link that will be provided to you to listen to Surah Al Fil, right, which will help you to practice more and improve your recitation on it. And inshallah, in our next class, you can spend the whole week practicing Surah Al Fil, and see you next class or next show, inshallah. Until then, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
إن في ذلك لذكرى لمن كان له قلب